I cancelled 4 SaaS subscriptions last quarter. CRM, scheduler, invoice tool, notes app. Total $380 a month. Gone. Replaced by 3 folders and a terminal. If you're a solopreneur paying for tools that barely talk to each other, and you've been told you need a 4-hour course or some AI operating system to fix it, you don't. I'll show you the exact 90-minute setup I use to run an actual agency from one terminal. No subagent army. No 30-day challenge. I'm Lazar. I ship client work daily on this stack. Let's start with the 4 tools I killed first. Here's the scenario I see every week. A solopreneur runs their business across a CRM for leads, a scheduler for calls, an invoicing tool for billing, and a notes app for everything else. 4 logins, 4 monthly bills. And none of them actually share data. You copy a lead's email from the CRM into the scheduler. You copy the call notes from the notes app into the CRM. You copy the client address from the CRM into the invoice tool. Every handoff is manual, and every manual handoff is where mistakes happen. Wrong invoice number, missed follow-up, double-booked call. That's 2 to 4 hours a day of pure copy-paste tax, and you're paying around $380 a month for the privilege. Now, the usual answer on YouTube is buy a course, build an AI operating system, spin up 6 subagents, follow a 30-day challenge. I tried versions of that. It's productized confusion. What actually works is much smaller than they make it sound. 3 folders, 1 context file per folder, around 90 minutes of setup. That's the whole thing. Let me walk you through exactly what I run. On my home server, I have a single directory, and inside it, 3 folders. The first folder is Client Ops. This is where every active client engagement lives. 1 subfolder per client, containing their brief, their data, their deliverables, and a running log. The second folder is Agency Ops. This is the back office. Leads, proposals, invoices, contracts, follow-ups. The third folder is Content Ops. Marketing, posts, scripts, anything outward-facing. That's it. 3 folders. If you can't put a task into one of those 3 buckets, it's probably not a task you should be doing. Inside each folder, there's a single file called CLAUDE.md. About 150 lines. That file is the brain. It tells Claude 4 things. 1. What this folder is for, in plain language. 2. What commands I run most often and what they should do. 3. The guardrails. Don't touch these files. Never send email without confirmation. Always log actions to this file. 4. The output format I expect, so the responses look the same every time. That's the whole structure. Context, commands, guardrails, format. No magic, no frame altered. Let me show you what a morning looks like. I open the terminal. I cd into Agency Ops. I run a single /command/daily brief. Claude reads the relevant Gmail threads from the last 24 hours. Checks the calendar for today, scans the open invoices folder for anything overdue, looks at the active proposals, and writes me 1 page. What needs a reply? What needs a follow-up? What needs to be sent? What's blocked? I read it with coffee. 5 minutes. The same task used to take me 40. Now let me map each killed SaaS to what replaced it, because this is the part people get wrong. The CRM was replaced by a leads.md file inside Agency Ops with a simple table, name, source, status, last touch, next action. Claude updates it whenever I forward an email into the folder. The scheduler was replaced by a calendar.md plus a small script that talks to Google Calendar. When someone asks for a call, Claude drafts 3 slots and a confirmation email. The invoice tool was replaced by a markdown template, plus a command that pulls client data and generates a PDF. The Notes app was replaced by per-client log files inside TwineTops. Every replacement is boring. That's the point. Boring is what runs in production. I need to be honest about the limits, because nobody on YouTube will tell you this. Claude Code is bad at anything real-time and anything client-facing. It will not be your customer-facing chat widget. It will not be your booking page. It will not render a dashboard for a client to log into. For those things, I still pay for SaaS, and I should. The rule I use: if a human outside my company needs to interact with it, that's SaaS territory. If it's internal ops, paperwork, prep, follow-up, drafting, reporting, that's Claude Code territory. That single rule decided every cancellation. The reason this works is leverage, not intelligence. The reason this works is leverage, not intelligence. The CLAUDE.md file is leverage. You write it once, you refine it over a week, and from then on, every command in that folder behaves the way you want. You're not prompting from scratch every morning. You're running a system you built once. If you're sitting at 3 or 4 SaaS subscriptions that don't talk to each other, you don't need a course. You need an afternoon. Pick your 3 folders. Write 150 lines of context for each. Define 5 commands you'd actually use every day. Run it for a week. Cancel what it replaces. If you want to see the exact setups we ship for clients, the folder structures, the context files, the / commands, head to BizflowAI.io. Real solutions, real workflows, no course funnel. While you're here, hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next automation breakdown actually finds you. And if you've got a workflow eating 2 hours a day and you'd rather have it built for you than build it yourself, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io. We'll map what to automate and what to leave alone.